Dear Holly, today is your 27th birthday. I bet you never thought you'd be saying that. I can't believe we've made it to 27. That 11-year-old girl who thought she'd never make friends and some days just wanted the whole world to swallow her up has made it to 27. When you were younger, life seems easy, and in some ways it is. You have people to make you dinner, brush your hair. You don't have to think about changing your bed sheets or remembering when your next doctor's appointment is, and you skip and dance down the street without a care in the world. Life is great. Why can't it stay like this forever? In life, we experience happiness, smiles, laughter, joy, friendship, peace, excitement, understanding, acceptance, love. But no one and nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect life. Nothing is ever straightforward. Life is full of ups and downs, anxiety, stress, pain, heartbreak, overwhelm, confusion. Sadly, you know this all too well. 27-year-old me looks back at the time I've spent here on Earth and feels a lot of sadness for my younger self. I feel sad that you never felt like you had a voice in this world that mattered. For all those times you were bullied and wanted to stick up for yourself but felt silenced by the weight of peer pressure and other people's words bringing you down. For all those times you were unhappy but felt unable to say so. For all the times you were made to feel worthless, like no one cared, that you were all alone, that you were the weird one, or that something was wrong with you. I wish you knew there was never anything wrong with you. The world can feel like a scary place. We grow up so fast and only have so much time here on Earth, and that can feel like a lot of pressure. One day you finally feel like you've caught up with the world, and the next everyone's moved on without even thinking of telling you. I know it felt like that a lot. I'm sorry that you felt like you had to lie or make excuses up because you had so much anxiety, but you wanted so much to fit in. I'm sorry that you felt like you had to mask to make friends and to be liked and accepted because you felt like who you were wasn't good enough. No, you never really believed there was a ghost in the house behind your school, or that the band your best friend liked was also your favourite. I'm saddened that society made you feel like you had to change who you were in order to be happy and liked and feel accepted. Secondary school was hard. New people, new teachers, new environment, change in routine, more pressure. How you came through it all in one piece, I will never know. It just goes to show how strong you were. Even through all those times you sat in the toilet cubicle eating lunch by yourself, or at home trying your hardest to think of an excuse to tell your parents as to why you shouldn't go to school tomorrow, because you'd rather die than face up to another day of bullying and threats from the people who called themselves your friends, and even navigating 5 years of feeling like everyone was given a book of social rules and a guide to navigating life, and you were the only one that didn't even get a copy because you didn't know at the time that you were autistic. Even through the toughest of times, you made it through. They say that school is meant to help equip and guide you for your future, that it gives you a sense of purpose, of working out who or what you want to be. It's meant to shape your life so that when you finally become an adult and become independent, you are supposedly supposed to have it all figured out. I know you came out the other side feeling a little more lost and worried and stressed than you probably should have. This was never your fault. The system failed you. No one picked up on the fact that you were autistic until you were 16. How were you supposed to know? I know you thought that getting diagnosed and finally having an answer to why you were the way you were would fix everything. It would finally make you happy and feel accepted, and you would feel at peace. But you didn't. Sorry to burst your bubble, but just knowing you're autistic doesn't make it go away. I mean, at least you knew why you struggled with certain things or felt different to other people, but it didn't make any difference. You still felt broken. You felt scared and lost and alone and confused and worried, and you still felt unable to express it. So you used every inch of yourself that you could to seem okay, because that's what people do, right? I know you felt like that for a long time, and yes, you still have moments now where the thoughts and feelings creep in, but it saddens me that you felt so out of control and anxious about life, that you felt you had to change who you were, the amazing, kind, smart, funny, happy person you were, all just to feel accepted, and not just accepted by yourself, but everyone around you too. I look back at old videos or photos of you when you were younger and feel sadness for the things I know she has yet to face. I bet you never imagined you would one day end up homeless, and using up all your energy and time trying to make yourself feel so small and worthless because it felt like the only way to finally feel at peace with yourself. Changing yourself to feel accepted and fit in is not a good thing, and you know that now. But sadly, past you never did. You felt like you were never good enough, that everyone and everything was against you, that no one cared, and that in order to feel in control of your life and yourself, you needed to make yourself feel small. All that time you spent going for long walks or waking up hours early every day just to try and fit in as much exercise as possible to feel in control, when every other aspect in your life felt out of control, was all wasted. How about the year you didn't join in with Christmas dinner? Or when you went to that wedding and pretended to eat the lunch you brought but felt so distant and spaced out from the people around you that you never really enjoyed the day, and you wasted precious time that could have been spent with your family, but was too worried about how many calories you had consumed that day or how much exercise you could fit in. You felt in control for once in your life. Sadly, you were not. When things were stressful or overwhelming or felt hopeless, the eating disorder felt like your only friend, a comfort in a time of need, the only thing that felt right. You could have died, you didn't see it. You didn't see that you were never overweight to begin with, that restricting the very thing you need to keep yourself alive wasn't healthy. People tried telling you, you listened to the eating disorder. It consumed you. You lost who you were meant to be. You were autistic and still didn't really know what that meant for you, and so you continued to sink underwater and tried to numb all the things that felt wrong instead of facing up to them and dealing with them the right way. But hey, it's your 27th birthday today and you're still here, so we must have done something right? You slowly started to learn that your body needs to be treated with respect. No, things didn't get better overnight, but you were so strong and brave, and I'm forever grateful that no matter how stressful or hard life gets, that you made it through and you kept going for future you. You started to finally learn about what it meant being autistic. You learned to accommodate for your needs and to not feel bad for doing so. You learned that you can't run away when things get hard or hide from the bad feelings. It's all a part of life. It's how we learn and grow as a person. You learnt that it's okay to talk about how you're feeling. In fact, it's important to. I think that would have saved a whole lot of this mess if you had felt able to do so before. But it's okay. We learn from our past doings and it helps shape the person we are today. Think of how many people you helped in their recovery through their own battles and struggles, the strength it gave you to encourage and support other people, and the appreciation and respect you now not only have for yourself, but for life too. Who would have thought that you would one day end up living independently, working your first job, navigating friendships and relationships? So, future you is very happy because there's kind of this person And, well, let's just say you've been going out for a while and you're pretty sure it's going really well, but it's hard to tell, but, well, he makes you really happy. Anyway, I'm going off topic. You can do anything you put your mind to, is what I'm trying to say. Now, you are not afraid to be yourself. You are unapologetically yourself. You have friends that like you for who you really are. You're not afraid to stick up for yourself or for other people. You're so empathetic towards people because you know what it's like to feel lonely. Remember the past you who lived without a care in the world, who never worried or got anxious, who was confident in herself and who stuck up for herself? Well, I don't. But that's okay. You'll get there one day. Life is too short to be thinking about what that girl on the bus thought about your outfit that one morning, or whether you've eaten too many microwave meals this week, or whether people think you laugh too much and it's weird. Just be yourself and you'll be okay in the end. And hey, there was never anything wrong with you in the first place. So, happy birthday to future you. And here's to another 27 years of growing and learning to be happy with who you are, because you are amazing just as you are. From future you.